Subreddit AskMen advice. The title reads, "Is it off-putting when a date sleeps with you on the first night?" This is just a short one here. Um, do you no longer see her as a potential serious match if she jumps into bed with you? The energy is great, she's funny, beautiful, etc. But you sleep together day one. Is she now out of the running? Let's check out the comments here from the guys on this subreddit. I agree. It has potential to make the relationship sex focused, which can sometimes cause a negative effect that creates an emotional connection because, well, sex is great, want more sex. Don't quite know what he meant halfway through that, but a relationship that is sex focused, I don't see anything wrong with that. Men and women enjoy sex. I think in a lot of media growing up, you kind of get told, oh, women don't like sex as much as men. Men are always asking for it. It's really important to men, but not women. But that's not the case. If you find a girl who's crazy about you and has high desire for you, she'll want sex more than you, and you actually be trying to push her off because you're not in the mood as much as her. So sex is important. And is it a bad thing to make it a sex focused relationship? I don't think so, especially if you're both young and attractive and you both have high sex drives. Next person said, that's stupid. If the chemistry is there, you can leave your dumb rule book of dating out of the picture. Yeah, I agree to an extent. Look, my mindset is, if she's really attracted to you and she has high desire for you, she'll be sleeping with you after the third date, max. Now, if she doesn't sleep with you the third date, either she has a bunch of rules, she's not really that into you, or she might have some religious reasons. That's very rare to come by now. But yeah, look, if I was dating a girl and I knew that she slept with guys on a first date and she was very promiscuous, but then after a third date she said, no, I don't want to have sex with you on the third date because it's too early, I'll be like, well, in the past you've gave up the pissoir, so to speak, much sooner. Why are these guys different to me? So as long as she's consistent across the board, I think it's fine. If she's just consistent off the board every time she only sleeps with a guy after a fifth or 10th date, that's fine. We'll wait till the 5th or 10th date. But if she's making rules just for you but gave different rules to other guys, then yeah, that's no good. But I do agree, if the sexual chemistry's there, sleep with them on the first date. I don't think it rules that person out as a long-term relationship. It doesn't mean she's a bad person, it doesn't mean she's going to be disloyal to you. If you're doing everything right on the first day and she's really into you, then hey, don't worry about that rule book. This guy says, I've done it and it turned into multiple year relationships. Same here, I agree with this guy. I've waited until the second night and it turned into a marriage. I waited weeks and it turned into a marriage. Okay, so this guy's been married twice. Now that I'm in my 40s, I'm much more discerning. I want to know where we're at in life, what they have going on. I like to see what they're about. That is most important to me. Look, I think some people, especially in the red pill space, will say, if a girl sleeps with you very quickly, it shows that she has low value and is probably a very promiscuous woman. I do get what they mean by that, but at the end of the day, in this modern market, dating market, women are sleeping with men much sooner, and second or third date's not out of the question for them to sleep with you. It's just how it is now, and unfortunately, I know most men are disgusted by promiscuous women. I am, to an extent, but just because a woman sleeps with you early on doesn't mean she's not a good person and she's not a long-term partner. You just got to accept that, yeah, she probably does have a high body count, and it does disgust us. We would prefer a woman to have a low body count. I mentioned this on a video before, but yeah, the higher the body count, the more likely the long-term relationship will not be a success and she won't be happy in that long-term relationship. So yeah, I think one of The green flags would be if she has a low body count or is a virgin. But yeah, it's just so hard to find that woman because, you know, they're certainly losing their virginity before that age of 18 quite easily. Hopefully get some female comments on this. I know it is Ask Men advice, but it would be good to see how women reply to this. This guy says, no offence, but this seems like a double standard. You're always going to get a guy who brings up the double standard. Men and women are different. We are biologically different, and it is easier for women to sleep with men than it is for men to sleep with women. You know, average woman could walk down the street in her pyjamas with her hair not done and haven't washed in a week, and there'd be a queue of high value men who'd want to sleep with her. Men, you've got to work on yourself, you've got to be a certain status and a certain looks wise to sleep with an average woman these days. So it is different, and that's why there is a double standard. It is easier for women to sleep with men, and for men it's more of a accomplishment. More work is involved. So personally, I want a girl who only gives up, you know, her purity for someone that she actually has a connection with, and she trusts that guy and she sees something long term with them. You know, you don't want to be dating a girl who is having multiple one night stands at a bar. But how likely are you to know that about a woman on the first few dates or in a relationship? Because they're going to keep that information to themselves. That's the issue. Do a couple of more. Like I said, this would be just a short video here. For me personally, I think having sex early clouds emotions and makes us think a little less objectively. So I'm happy to let her know I like us to wait a bit. Again, this whole waiting thing, you know, if in the past both of you have slept with a partner early on, why make rules where you have to hold off and wait? I just don't get it. You don't want to put rules in your dating experience so quickly on, because it's giving off that serious vibe. You want to have fun, you want to learn more about that person, and going down this route already is just seems a bit anal to me. Now let's just give you this example. The woman you're probably dating is dating other guys, and the possibility of her sleeping with those guys at the same time you're sleeping with her is very high. So that's something you do need to think about. If that, you know, disgusts you and the possible risk of an STD, then yeah, it probably is better to hold off from having sex with her until you understand what she's up to when you're not with her. Again, you probably don't want to bring that up on the first few dates because, you know, she's not yours at that time, you're not exclusive, but you have to try and get that information from her, and I think you can pick up on signs. Women do drop evidence, so you can spot that early on. But yeah, I'm just having a little scroll through some of the comments here, and a lot of people are just saying it doesn't matter. I think from a man's point of view, it doesn't matter when you're in the early stages of dating. Don't take it too seriously. If you both have a sexual attraction to each other, just go for it, guys. But I don't think it does rule out a woman from being a long-term relationship. It's certainly probably maybe an orange flag, but I wouldn't just dismiss a girl who sleeps with you on a first date. It shows that you're obviously doing something right. Maybe she's very attracted to you, and you should be looking at other areas, other green flags. You know, how she treat you, does she have respect, you know, is she going out partying, etc, etc. So yeah, you're going to be sleeping with her by the third date if you do things right. So you just do you. But that's all, guys. Cheers, see ya.